Welcome back to my channel. My name's Carly, and if you saw one of my last two videos, you already know what's coming. I did an elimination diet 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, and it didn't go exactly as planned. I thought I was doing FODMAP, and it just turned into, I didn't know what FODMAP was. We're now doing FODMAP for real for the next 2 weeks at least. Honestly, it's like such a struggle. I didn't realize how much garlic and onions I put in like everything, like onion powder and garlic powder, to season like all of my tofu recipes. So that's my biggest struggle right now. There's going to be numerous recipes that are the exact same, but I'm trying to look up different tofu marinades that are not garlic and onion surrounded, and it is a struggle, I'm telling you. And I've had to modify a couple of my recipes. I've also gone a little bit extreme in no mayo, no vegan butters, no vegan cheeses, none of that stuff either. No sugar, so unless it's natural sugars. We better figure it out this time, y'all. Okay, we're still food journaling, we're writing it all down, and this time as well, I decided to get a tracking app, so I'm using Chronometer, and I am going to be tracking everything by weight and as best as I can do it in my app. So far, 1 day down, I started yesterday, and I just don't eat enough food, I guess. I'm like not a hungry person. So we're working on eating more food and then cutting out all this stuff at the same time. I'll show you a few clips of what I have eaten, or things that I have changed. So I modified my breakfast sandwich tofu recipe by taking out the garlic powder and not using vegetable broth because it had garlic and onion powder in it. Tonight we're gonna do something different. One of the big things, because I don't eat enough calories even, is I'm trying to add in lots of like more snacks, or like peanut butter, for example, is like very high calorie. So like peanut butter sandwiches or peanut butter toast, peanut butter on a banana. So just trying to add in kind of those things. My favorite crackers that y'all have seen how many times have garlic in them, and I'm like, this is so hard. I really don't think garlic or onions bother me, but you never know. I might as well just cut out all of the fermentable items. If you don't know what FODMAP is, I will list them here. I'm just gonna cut them all out and we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, we're weighing out. Excuse the extremely dirty. I was making something earlier. Weighed out, but it is going to be a bit inaccurate. So because I've already roasted them and everything, but that's totally fine. And also I have the carrots in there, so oh well. I was snacking on a few earlier too, so okay, 175.5 grams. And as well, I did the tofu there, 124.5. So I normally, earlier I weighed out my tofu before I marinated and cooked it, but I forgot to do that this time, so. Here is our dinner. This is what I ended up doing. I have like a cumin lemon tofu, which is basically cumin, lemon juice, a little bit of oil, and salt and pepper, and then just steamed carrots and a little bit of steamed corn. Apparently the corn is okay in a certain, like under half a cup or whatever, so we're just gonna put it in there. And then just white rice. So I need to go and get some vegetables from the grocery store. So it's kind of why we have so few, but let's actually, here, I'll try it for y'all, our tofu. No, that's honestly so plain. I wish I put more cumin or something. What the heck? It was so good that one time. You know what? It's fine. A little bit of sweetness would be so good. Like a little, if I had put a little maple syrup. Anyways, it's only 2 weeks. It's only 2 weeks. It's only 2 weeks. Welcome back. Okay, excuse like this little, I don't know. I was going to say it is day like 4 or something like that, but when I look back, Tuesday I ended up having garlic, and Thursday I also ended up having garlic, and I didn't realize until yesterday that I was like, oh my god, pickles literally are like loaded with garlic, so I can't have pickles anymore, at least not garlic pickles. So I'm like, oh my god. Well, for now anyways. So technically I'm actually, this is only day 3 However, yesterday I felt so good. Like, I was feeling so good. I had so much energy. I don't know if it is garlic, but the very simple foods I'm eating is helping, I think. Usually Saturdays I'm like, take it out, 'cause I'm so tired, but I slept the hell in today till like 11:30. It is like 12 right now, and I'm just getting breakfast started, but I'm so hungry, which is like such a nice feeling. Okay, the feeling of like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, but not like, oh my god, I need to run to the bathroom right this instant, is like so nice. And also the feeling of like, oh, I'm hungry, not like, oh my god, I'm so hungry, I'm going to perish, like, and be sick. So that is super nice too. We're working on increasing our calories. I've been making sure I'm hitting like 15. I think I hit 12 on Thursday. Yesterday I think I hit like 1500. So we're doing better in the calorie department, but tracking on Chronometer is really, really helping. There is an app for the FODMAP diet, like from the people that created it, Monash University. However, it's also $9.99. So I'm like, let's just stick with the Chronometer is $15 a month. So I'm like, maybe let's just stick with this for now instead of going all in on 2 different apps where I feel like I'll be repeating the same thing over when I'm just literally Googling like, is this low FODMAP? And then if it is, or if it isn't, then sometimes it's like in low quantities. So I'm like, okay, I'll have these in low quantities. So far so good, even though this is only technically like day 3. So it's a learning experience, y'all. Literally everything I eat has garlic. So, and I really want like something really high in protein right now because I have, obviously it's noon. So I was thinking about like a tofu scramble. However, I also forgot to get spinach. I went and got a bunch of vegetables like off the low FODMAP list, and then I realized that I didn't get spinach, and I also didn't get bananas, but apparently bananas are like higher on the list. I'd like to think that they're part of fructans. I believe like fructans is like involved with fruit, and like I said in my last video, I was drinking apple juice like every day, and apparently apples are like really high on high FODMAPs, and ripe bananas can be, depending on how much you eat, I guess. So I'm like, well, I've been eating bananas like forever, so I don't think like that's my issue. So there's different groups that everything is involved in with FODMAPs. Okay, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to make a tofu scramble. I usually have garlic and onion powder in it, but I'm gonna just use the rest of the ingredients and then maybe add, which also I don't have oregano, so it's really annoying because I forgot to buy oregano too, and that would be so helpful in a recipe like this. So I'm gonna try and just make something similar, like close to a tofu scramble with like not onions and garlic. So yeah, let's do that. I just use my ricer to crush up, like crumble this, because I like it small. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of, also this is a firm tofu block that's been frozen and then defrosted to get more of the liquids out. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, some paprika, I just have a little bit in here, and a little bit of turmeric, just a little, hopefully it doesn't come blasting out, just a little. I feel like cumin might be good in here, so we're just gonna, hopefully I don't regret this decision, but I like cumin, so let's put some in. Up next is our black salt. So I googled this and apparently it's totally fine for FODMAP. So I'll do it 1 teaspoon, so there's half. I do not use this often, so like literally it's like 1. Then I'm just gonna crank some black pepper. I would like to do Italian seasoning as well, but I have it just in another container. Like I don't have it in a bag with the ingredients, so I'm actually not sure what's in it, so I don't want to risk it and use it, but I feel like Italian would also work really well in this. Okay, this is actually looking so good with the paprika in there. I feel like it added such a nice color. In addition to the tofu, we're gonna add in 89.5 grams of tomato, and we're gonna cook it in. And then I have some zucchini, so it said up to 65 grams is good, so this is 59 grams of zucchini. I haven't had zucchini in a while, so just take it easy, you know? I'll probably do like half of this block of tofu. Okay, I messed up because I should have weighed this beforehand because I forgot about the vegetables in there. So I just took the weight, I weighed this anyways. I'm just gonna minus it from the 89.5 and hope that is close enough because there's gotta be more than like 150 grams of tofu in here. Anyways, I am toasting up a piece of my gluten-free bread with just nothing. I'm just gonna have nothing. I'm just gonna put this on the bread. No butter. I have actually never felt more healthy in my life. Let's taste it on our toasted bread. It's actually not that bad. I'm missing the cheese. I'm missing our garlic and onion powder. But honestly, it's not that bad. Next time I'll add some spinach in it, some oregano. We'll try it again. But let's get to eating. Okay, for lunch, also I was sitting outside. It's like +10, but it's sunny. I was sitting outside for like an hour and I'm like, my forehead's kind of red. Anyways, a small lunch. I'm having some celery with peanut butter. I might put more peanut butter on here. It's 40 grams, but I didn't realize how big the celery stick was. And then I also have some leftover roasted potatoes from last night. And I'm also drinking a little bit of orange juice. Apparently orange juice in like half a cup portions is okay. I don't think I have an issue with orange juice anyways, but I'll limit it to half a cup a day anyways. And that will be, we'll see. Maybe I'll have a Brazil nut or something else. I'm not like super hungry, but also this is my problem is I'll be like, I'm not really that hungry. And then I'll wait till like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock and I'm like absolutely starving. And then I end up eating like 700 calories in my entire day and it's obviously not good. Oh shoot, my peanut butter. Okay, see you later. Welcome back. It is day 5 now of FODMAP. I've just been taking little clips here and there of things that I've been eating. It is all so similar, but I'm getting really bored, so I'm trying to mix it up. One of the things that have been my go-to so far is I'm calling it like a sweet ginger marinade for my tofu, and it is so good. Like, and it's so simple. It's just gluten-free soy sauce, fresh ginger, maple syrup, and I think some water. I think that's it. And literally, it's so good. I'm just kind of playing with like how salty I want it or how sweet I want it still. And then a lot of things like I'm starting to just look at like, okay, what is on FODMAP that's for vegetables and what can I eat in small portions, and just trying to like make sure I'm bringing more of that stuff in. So like I've now brought in spinach. Yesterday I'm still having a little bit of broccoli. Potatoes are big, rice is big, tofu, very like simple, like 3 different kinds of tofu recipes. Basically, this is what I'm doing. Just, you know, working around. I'm having bananas still. I had a smoothie yesterday, which was just literally bananas, like very green bananas, which are lower FODMAP, soy milk, frozen strawberries, and some peanut butter. I think I put some cinnamon in there. That was like it. Like I literally didn't put any yogurts, nothing like that. I've been feeling so good. On the weekend I was a little bit tired, like yesterday, but I mean, whatever, it's the weekend. I'm like, man, I can be tired. I just wanted to read all day. It's fine. But today I have like lots of energy and I ate my cereal. I'm feeling good. So we're just gonna keep trucking along and tracking everything. I'm mostly tracking everything now in my chronometer app because it's just simpler that way to just weigh everything, plug it in. I'm making sure I'm trying to hit more closer to the 1,500 calories a day. So hence, bananas and peanut butter are like my go-to for extra calories, or just throwing peanut butter on it. I got some celery sticks, so you know, peanut butter on a celery stick. I literally am not really caring about flavor and taste at this moment because some things are just going to be boring and like boring. Okay, we just have to deal with it. So that's my little update for 5 days in. I will keep taking a few clips of here and there of the meals I'm making to overlay so you guys can see, but it's very simple right now and we're doing real good so far. So lunch today is leftovers. So this is the tofu with the ginger marinade that I was telling you about. And then I just have some leftover steamed potatoes, so I'm just put a little oil in here and fry them up with salt. Potatoes, 130.5 grams, and our tofu coming in at 174. Literally so freaking good. I forgot to mention, I also cut out ketchup because there is spices in there, and I think it's probably garlic and onion. I can probably have it in like a very, very small amount, like a teaspoon maybe, but I'm like, you know what, let's just take it out and see what happens, okay? And just keep it out, and then we can try it later. A little snack for the end of the night because I am super low on calories apparently. A rice cake, peanut butter, and banana. I think I'll drizzle some maple syrup on top just because it'll be delicious. Welcome back. Oh, I can't remember what FODMAP day it is. I think we're day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We are on FODMAP day 6, and I feel like finally things are getting figured out inside. Today has been the best day so far. I'm so happy. I literally feel so much energy and just so good. My digestion is like the best it has been in a couple weeks now. I'm so happy. I'm having a smoothie. Another smoothie today. I had one like 2 days ago. Keeping it simple, but this time I added a little bit of spinach because I've been putting a little bit of spinach here and there in our meals, and it's been going really well. So something that I wanted to update you with is, so I was eating some of my vegan gluten-free bread that has lentils, ground lentil in it, 1 or 2 slices every day. And yesterday I didn't eat any. I was tired on the weekend and yesterday actually, but I feel so good today. So I'm like, what if it's the bread? What if it's the lentils in the bread? So you know what we're gonna do for the rest of the week? No bread. We're just going to, unfortunately it's a nice like extra carb to have, but yeah, we're just gonna cut it out for the rest of the week and see how we continue to feel, and then maybe I'll try it on the weekend. I have still yet to decide what we are going to start. I think we're going to start really simply by trying different fruits and vegetables in our diet first on the weekend, since it will be 2 weeks of, Thursday will only be 1 week. So I guess what I'm going to keep doing is just looking at the low FODMAP vegetables and fruits and just trying to keep mixing things up, making things a little bit different so that we can actually have variety. I tried to make a like taco type of tofu last night and it did not taste like taco at all. So yeah, we're just gonna, you know, do the workarounds and keep trying. So different things. So that is my little update. See you in the next update. Part of our dinner prep is done. So I have our potatoes and carrots here, a little bit of oil on them and salt and pepper going into the oven. And the remainder of the prep, so I have some zucchini and tomato, and then some breakfast sandwich tofu, of course minus our garlic and vegetable broth. So what I'm going to do is cook these down, similar how I did in my tofu scramble. Add this tofu in. I think it'll be delicious. And here is our final plate. It looks so freaking good. The tomatoes and zucchini look just melded right into everything. Looks so good. The carrots didn't really, they were closest to the oven door, so they didn't really crisp up like that much, but that's totally fine. So I weighed everything separately. So I did the carrots, and then I did the potatoes, and then I just weighed the tofu slash, you know, tomato zucchini mixture as one, obviously. I had previously weighed out the tomatoes and zucchini before cooking them, so I'm just gonna count that I had like half of what the weight was of that. And tonight's dinner, another simple one: rice, carrots, some steamed broccoli, and then our sweet ginger tofu with some spinach in there. Update time. It is Friday. We have completed a whole week plus 2 days. This morning my stomach was upset after I ate breakfast, so it was like 7:45 in the morning. So maybe just, you know, I didn't sleep enough, maybe I had too much spinach or broccoli or something like that. Like, I don't know, because I still felt really good. Like, I still was able to eat my breakfast, go to work, and I was like a little like my stomach was a little bit like meh. And then after like an hour I was like just totally fine, ate my lunch and felt like amazing, feeling so good. So who knows, maybe it was just, you know, nothing that I ate. Tonight's dinner, I so badly wanted like tacos or burgers or something with mock meat, and I'm like, oh, like I'm so tired of eating this, like the same few things. So hopefully this weekend we'll try like something that's still low FODMAP, but like we'll try sweet potatoes or something just to bring in some different variety because I'm so bored. I'm gonna make some wraps maybe, and then we'll see how those go over. Anyways, let me show you what I'm eating. I have some leftover rice. I have steamed broccoli, just that small amount of the florets, steamed carrots, and then our sweet ginger tofu, which has been my go-to. It's so delicious. I never knew of the recipe until I went low FODMAP. That's what we're eating. It is Sunday, y'all, and I have decided finally we're trying a sweet potato again. We are trying a sweet potato. We'll see how it goes the next couple days. I told y'all that I had adjusted my recipe for my breakfast sandwich tofu. If you've seen the video, if you've seen any of my previous videos of how I make this, to make it low FODMAP, we have to take out our garlic powder and anything with garlic in it, which means our vegetable broth. So this is how I'm doing it, and I still think it tastes delicious. So we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 3 tablespoons of water, and then we're gonna mix this together. I find that nutritional yeast mixes the best with just straight up water. Now, if you can have the garlic, or if you have vegetable broth that is gluten-free, that doesn't have garlic in it, that also mixes well into the nutritional yeast. We have our gluten-free soy sauce. We're gonna do 3 tablespoons. Or sorry, I think I'm doing 4. We're gonna do 4 tablespoons. And actually, I believe I misspoke and we're doing 4 tablespoons of water also. See, because this is new to me too. My old memory of how to make this is combating with the new, how I've changed it. So it's 4 tablespoons of water, 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then we have our liquid smoke. Yes, I Googled, it is low FODMAP. And we're gonna do almost a whole tablespoon, or a whole tablespoon, whatever. Make up for those extra, the flavor from the vegetable broth that we're missing out on in the garlic powder. And now that this is pretty mixed together, we can add our oil. So you can do up to a tablespoon. Sometimes I just try to cut it a little bit short because I'm gonna put oil in the pan when I'm cooking this as well. Firm tofu, frozen and then defrosted, and we've squeezed out all the liquid, and we're going to, and sliced it. We're just going to dunk it, coat it so that it soaks it up. You want your tofu to be a sponge. If you've seen any of my other videos, that is the best way to go. So I'm making sandwiches out of this, which is why I've sliced them this way. The firm tofu, yes, a lot of the time it kind of falls apart. However, doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. We just pile it onto our sandwiches. If anything falls apart too and we can't fit it on the sandwich, we'll just eat it. Alrighty, we'll let that marinate for a few minutes and while we get everything else ready. Welcome to day 12. It should have been day 14, but you know, y'all know, I messed up. I used a seasoning with garlic, and the next day I ate a freaking pickle, like a garlic pickle, thinking, oh yeah, pickles are safe. Anyways, day 12 on our low FODMAP journey has me feeling so good. Like I just feel so good. I have so much energy. I've been tracking my calories as I've shown throughout here. I've been weighing everything. I'm eating extremely simple, but I'm also trying to make sure I have a variety of vegetables still. So that way I'm not just like getting averse to anything, if that like makes sense, like an aversion to anything. So I'm still trying to include things like, even things like broccoli that are a little bit higher on FODMAP. I'm just eating the florets and like in very small portions and trying not to eat broccoli like too often either. So a little recap for yesterday. I decided finally it's time, let's try the sweet potato again. I was feeling really good, and so I ate most of a small sweet potato, but I was feeling like not very hungry, and then my meal that I made was so plain. I get in this bad, like, if I'm doing nothing all day, I'll just be so, like, tired from doing nothing, which doesn't make sense, but, and I just wait so long to make dinner, and then I'm just like, So I wasn't really that hungry last night, so I didn't eat too much of my dinner, but I think I took a couple pictures, so we'll put them here. It was extremely plain. I actually felt fine, like I didn't feel like hungry later or anything, so that was really good. My breakfast has been going so well. My smoothies have been going so well. Same thing with the fruit. I'm keeping it to the same like fruits right now. So I'm actually gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna list off all of the things that I have been eating these last 12 days consistently. As I said, with low FODMAP, you want to avoid certain things, and I try to keep consistency without being like hyper restrictive or also not including things in my diet, like just totally eating like rice and plain tofu and like carrots. That I don't think my system would like either. So for breakfasts, I've mostly been having my Nature's Path Mesa Sunrise gluten-free cereal. That has been seeming to go really great. Also, if you hear a hissing in the background, it's because I'm making my breakfast sandwich tofu, as you saw already, with my soy milk. So I've been having that almost every single day. If I don't have that in the morning, like say if I get up a little bit later, I'll make a smoothie if I'm just not feeling cereal. A smoothie, so I do the same thing. Soy milk, bananas, 1 or 2. Bananas don't seem to be a problem for me. I have seen them kind of like, if they're super ripe, they're higher up, but regardless, they seem totally fine to me. So I've been eating bananas like crazy, like 1 to 2 every single day. And then frozen strawberries and blueberries. And then I usually put peanut butter and sometimes a little maple syrup if I'm feeling kind of need a little sugar in my smoothie. So those have been my smoothies. Or I'll do like a tofu scramble, like a tofu egg, but without the garlic and onion ingredients. It still tastes pretty good with just the black salt and like nutritional yeast and black pepper and turmeric. So I've been trying to play with seasonings a lot, like just straight up like herbs and 1 ingredient seasonings. Lunch foods, so I've been doing this, what I'm making right now, the breakfast sandwich tofu, that's been modified, as I will show you here how I modified it. On either bread, as you guys know, I mentioned I had cut out my gluten-free bread for a week from Monday to Friday, and then I actually reintroduced it on Saturday in a sandwich, and since that was 2 days ago, I feel amazing today. I'm going to say the bread is not a problem, at least. Maybe, I mean, I could try eating it every day, but I don't think it's a problem at all. If I have leftover rice, I'll eat it with that, or on a sandwich with some veggies like cucumbers or whatever on the side. And then leftovers from the night before, or smoothie for lunch. And for dinner foods, these have been my main things. So either I do rice or potatoes, whether that's a roasted potato or like steamed potatoes. Because I'm not eating any vegan butters or anything, I'm not making mashed potatoes. So obviously, like, how am I gonna make a mashed potato with just like soy milk, I guess, and salt? Like, that would not be cute to me. So I've been doing roasted potatoes a lot with just a drizzle of oil and salt and pepper, and in the oven they go. Or rice, like I said, basmati rice. And then my main tofu assortments that I've been rotating, which I need to do a little bit of research into some more marinades that don't have garlic in them, is a sweet ginger tofu, which has been my ultimate, like, Clay also is like, this is so good, like, definitely this is gonna be a new staple in our meals because it's so good. It's like a little salty, it's sweet, it's the ginger, it's literally so good, and ginger is so good for your gut. And then the breakfast sandwich tofu, so sometimes we'll do that for dinner, like as a crumble or just cubed up tofu scramble. So maybe put like some tomatoes or zucchinis I tried, with just different seasonings. I've just literally tried anything I can think of: cumin, paprika, oregano, salt, pepper, like anything to try and make that flavorful. And then a cumin lemon tofu, which is basically just lemon juice, cumin, and like salt, pepper, and oil. That one's like not my favorite. It's not very flavorful, but it's whatever. And then like a tofu egg, so like I stated before. And usually I just make sure we have a vegetable, so broccoli, like steaming broccoli, carrots, spinach. Sometimes I'll throw in with the tofu. zucchini, sweet potato. Like I said, I just tried the sweet potato last night. And then maybe corn, like frozen corn niblets. I tried it only once so far and it was fine. My cereal, it does have corn in it, so I feel like corn is probably safe. And then snack foods. So like I told you already, bananas with peanut butter. Like I'll just have a banana and put a scoop of peanut butter, but I've been weighing it. So I like to do around 40 grams of peanut butter. That's like, cause I struggle to get calories in, 40 grams of peanut butter. I think I'll put it on here. I think it's around like 250 calories. So it's a lot. That's why I like to make sure I have that 40 grams of peanut butter, whether it's on a celery stick or on a banana or maybe a rice cake. I've been having rice cakes. Sometimes I put the peanut butter and banana on a rice cake with some maple syrup, or maybe on a toast now that I've brought the bread back in. Brazil nuts have been big for me too. I usually have one a day. And then just frozen strawberries and blueberries. I'll literally just take some out and defrost them on a plate. And that's my snack for the night. Orange juice I've been having as well. It's the only juice I've been having. And then bubblies, but I don't count that. Oh yeah, that's it. I also forgot to mention, for the first time I have tried in a long time, is a Coke. So excited. I'm like, oh my god, I just want to pop sometimes. So I was like, let's do it. Let's try the Coke. So I had like maybe a quarter of a bottle, like 500 ml bottle of Coke. It does say if you have a little bit, like it's low FODMAP. So I just had limited myself to that and it was so good. So that is just what I've been eating. I have not been having any baked goods, any sugars, like processed sugars, nothing, still no vegan mayo, no vegan butters, nothing like that. So now that we've reintroduced like the bread and the sweet potatoes and stuff like that, I think next weekend we'll be over the 2-week mark. We can actually start trying different things that potentially are the problem. So I'm super excited for that. I'll let you, maybe I'll do a little update video of like my plans moving forward, because I've never done this before, of how you should like reintroduce first and etc. I don't think I should just dive right into garlic. Once like 2 days after cutting garlic out, I seriously was like, Clay was eating these like spicy dill pickle chips and I was like, these are what smells so bad? Like it smells so bad for like a couple days, and I was like, babe, like something really smells bad. It clicked that I'm pretty sure it's the garlic. And I'm like, what is going on? So I don't know, it could be a sign that I can't have garlic, and now that I've cut it out, my body's like repulsed by it. Anyways, that will be it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. I will be continuing to make updates as I go along and as I see my doctors and see like what other things I can be doing. But until then, I will see you in the next video.